What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I can pass that bitch like Stockton. Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. I can put the ball in the end zone, put a bad bitch in the friend zone.
And with that being said, guys, what is poppin'? I'm at Parcero, Philly, uniting all through sports and culture here in the beautiful city of Philadelphia. And we had a weekend full of a lot of soccer action, and we did not give it to you. But tonight, guys, I'm going to recap what went down in the last 3 days from Friday to Sunday. We had a full slate of soccer all throughout the world, and we're going to discuss it today here on the Footy 5, but not so much 5 minutes. But still, we got you covered. Let's get this thing started. Let's go. And before we move forward, guys, real quick, do not forget, please help me grow here by liking this video, subscribing to this channel, hitting the bell button for notifications, and sharing this video on any social media you use, text it or email, whatever you want to do, just to help this channel. All right, and the first action I want to get to, guys, as far as soccer worldwide, of course, I got to talk to you Prem heads here. We had a full slate of Prem matches this week, guys. And some exciting matches. So, of course, a couple matches that had a lot to do with the table situation. The first match I want to talk about is Chelsea versus Spurs. This right here is a London derby. Of course, Mourinho facing off against his former club that he managed that made him who he is today, against one of his players that he helped make into one of the best of his time. And Tottenham, and for Tottenham, guys, we talked about it this week. You know, they lost to RB Leipzig in the midweek Champions League play. They are depleted. Injuries are really hurting Tottenham Hotspur, and it's tough right now. Jose Mourinho is starting to lose his mind a little bit, not knowing what to do with being so thin all over the pitch right now. It just wasn't a formula for success against Chelsea, who haven't been as hot as we saw them a couple months ago, but still talking about a top 5 club in the Premier League. And unfortunately, Spurs just came out flat again. They just did not have enough for this Chelsea squad. Chelsea, right off the bat, looked like the better team. This was their match for the taking. Olivier Giroud, my God, what a match by him. Chelsea would go on to win this match 2-1, and for Spurs, man, it ain't looking so good. Right? And Mourinho, we know that Tottenham has the capability of finding the magic, but can Mourinho get this out of him? It just his demeanor is not helping this Tottenham team. Jose, Spurs Nation need the special one right now. That's what they really need. All right, the next matchup on Saturday, we have Crystal Palace versus Newcastle. Crystal Palace will take care of business against Newcastle, winning this match 1-0. Again, inconsistencies for Newcastle. Burnley FC took care of business against Bournemouth 3-0. And don't look now, but Bournemouth, they're getting in danger of relegation zone. I really don't want them to leave. Their story is very inspiring, but right now they're not playing good football. Eddie Howe, he's getting there on the hot seat. This is a guy who helped Bournemouth rise from League Two. He even managed Burnley, a coincidence a little bit there, but helped Bournemouth rise from League Two all the way to the Premier League. It's very fascinating, but his seat is getting a little warm here. We will see what happens, but a very uninspiring performance by Bournemouth. All right, let's say on Saturday, Sheffield United drew to Brighton 1-1, and another team that has cooled off quite a bit. Southampton beating Aston Villa 2-0. Man, Aston Villa not enjoying their first season back to the Premier League. The last match of Saturday was the match. Was a good match here as well. Manchester City versus Leicester City. We all know the ramifications that Manchester City have gone through over the last week. 2-year UEFA Champions League ban, and all eyes will be on the performance of Manchester City going on throughout the season, and who will stay and who will go in Manchester City. But on the pitch against Leicester City, with Leicester, you would think that this is a team that Manchester City would battle with for that second spot at the end of the season for the Premier League. And Manchester City showed us that they are ahead of Leicester City. Leicester City have had such a quite an impressive campaign. You have to give a lot of props to Brendan Rodgers, because he really has done a fantastic job in over one full season of managing Leicester City. But Leicester City is just not quite there, and they continue showing this. Now being swept by both Manchester City and Liverpool, the two teams that are ahead of them right now. I'm going to be interested to see what's going to happen this summer, because I think that Leicester City is, just a couple pieces away from actually winning the Premier League. Like, It's crazy to think. Jamie Vardy is actually cooling off as well. He's not scored since December Premier League play, and that's another issue as well. It would be a controversial match as well. VAR would be involved here. There was a PK that Schmeichel would block. Schmeichel had a fantastic match, but did not get help from the back line, and his performance would be overseen because Leicester lost. And now Manchester City hold the sole lead of second place. All right, let's move on to Sunday's action. Wolves would beat down Norwich City, winning 3-0. My man Raul Jimenez would not notch in another goal. My man is having a quality campaign for himself and Wolves. Next up, Manchester United would face off against Watford, and Manchester United had a pretty damn good game. Bruno Fernandes is the real deal for Manchester United. Anthony Martial needs to keep playing like this. And for the Red Devils, I think he's going to be a great addition to this Manchester United team. Good win by Man U. All right, the last game Sunday was the one that got me upset because, when it comes to the Premier League, listen, when it comes to Europe, I really only have one team, but I like to root for Everton in the Premier League. And it's been an up and down season. It started off really bad, and they were even close to relegation zone. And now they have surged with Duncan Ferguson and Carlo Ancelotti being the managers here. And they would face off against Arsenal at Emirates Stadium on Sunday. And this would be the battle of the two big managing changes midway through the season in Mikel Arteta and Carlo Ancelotti. And this would be a match that would be exciting. You would think that this would be exciting. It's just two young teams, lots to prove. We would hope that we would see the firepower. And we did see the firepower. 5 goals in total. This started off fast and furious. Calvert-Lewin had a beautiful bicycle kick in the first minute to get this goal scoring started. And Calvert-Lewin is having himself a freaking campaign. Since Marco Silva has been let go, he has stepped it up, and he has been the number 9 that Everton have needed. Him with Richarlison up top are a perfect fit. Richarlison gets all the freedom that he wants, and Calvert-Lewin is a danger inside the box. And also part of the attack would be Alex Iwobi, who a player who formerly was from Arsenal, rose from the ranks of the youth academy and with the first team of Arsenal, 15 years in total, and he over the summer would make his first big move to Everton. His return back to the Emirates was probably something he would want to forget. He did not have his best match. He, to me, did not seem too decisive with the ball. He did not make the right decisions. It kind of cost some pretty good opportunities that Everton had. It was a very exciting game. This was a very chippy game, but in the end, it seems as if Mikel Arteta has got things going in the right direction at Arsenal. As Arsenal find a way to win this game 3-2 with Pierre Aubameyang getting the match winner for Arsenal, winning this match 3-2. And that would prove to be important because Arsenal would jump Everton in the standings. I'll be interested to see where Mikel Arteta can take this Arsenal team going throughout the season. They are playing really good. They have an unbeaten streak going on right now. And it's not far-fetched to think that Arsenal can qualify for Europa League next season. We will see. Let's look at the standings right now. Liverpool at the moment are leading. Looks like there's no way anyone's going to catch them. Not even Manchester City. Manchester City are right behind them. Liverpool has 76 points. Manchester City has 57 points in second. Leicester with 50 in third. Chelsea in fourth with 44. That rounds out your Champions League qualifiers. Man U and Tottenham seem to have those 2 Europa League spots. Both are separated by 8 points. In 7th, you have Sheffield United with 40. In 8th, you got Wolves with 39. Arsenal are in 9th with 37. Burnley are in 10th with 37. Everton are out of the top 10 with 36 points. Southampton are in 12th with 34. Crystal Palace are in 13th with 33. Newcastle have 31 points. 14th and 15th, you have Brighton with 28 points. In 16th, you have 26 from Bournemouth. 17th, you have Aston Villa knocking on the door of relegation with 25 points. And your leaders right now for relegation, we have West Ham, Watford, and Norwich City. Not looking so good for West Ham United. All right, let's move to Serie A, where the coronavirus has seemed to sweep the nation as a couple matches have been postponed due to the severity of the coronavirus. It is getting pretty serious over there. And this is crucial because this upcoming week we have some pretty big matches. But let's look at some of the matches that actually did happen over the weekend. On Friday, my Napoli would start off the week with a nice comeback victory, 2-1 against Brescia. And Fabian Ruiz is back in form. And the thing is, Gattuso seems to be playing him more up higher as a more modern attacking midfielder. He likes to attack from the midfield. He likes to get those long shots, and you keep playing him up more higher in the midfield, especially in the final third. You will get some production from Fabian Ruiz, and he is having himself a month, to say a year, a 2020. To say the least. Let's move on to Saturday as Bologna would face off against Udinese, and that would end up in a 1-1 draw. Juve would face off against Spal, and Juve would walk out victorious against Spal, winning this match 2-1. Cristiano Ronaldo got another goal. Aaron Ramsey would tack on a goal as well. You do have to note that Paulo Dybala, as this false nine that Mauricio Sarri is playing him in, similarly to what he did with Mertens and in Napoli, it's working well for him. And this is big for Dybala because now he's finding himself getting minutes for Sarri's Juventus side. For Spal, my man Petagna, future Napoli player, getting a goal against Juve. I'm liking it already. Fiorentina and Milan would finish up in a 1-1 draw. Quite entertaining match, and it would end in a draw for both sides. All right, on Sunday, we would only have 2 matches. As Lazio, keep it rolling and keep it tight for the Scudetto race as Lazio beat Genoa 3-2. And then the other match was the other Romanist squad, as Roma would take care of business against Lecce, winning 4-0. Now, the matches that were postponed, we had Verona versus Cagliari, Atalanta and Sassuolo, Torino, Parma, and Inter versus Sampdoria, all postponed, and the times are still to be determined. We will discuss that once those times are announced, but it's getting serious in Italy with this coronavirus. Be safe out there in Italy if you are out there. Now, as far as the standings go, now remember there are matches that need to be played, but as the moment stands, Juve are still in first place with 60 points, but they have no breathing room because Lazio are a point behind them with 59 in second place. In third place, we have Inter, who still need to play their match, have 54 points. In fourth, Atalanta, the cardiac boys from Bergamo, are still in a Champions League spot. It would be really awesome if they can make Champions League back-to-back seasons. That would be monumental for their club. They have 45 points in fourth. In fifth, we have Roma in 42 points. In sixth, my Napoli. We're in Europa League. We're in Europa League consideration. Yes. They have 36 points, but Milan are right there with them with 36 points. Milan's goal differential is -5 right now to Napoli's 4, so that is helping Napoli right now. In 8th, Hellas Verona, one of the surprise clubs at the moment, are in 8th place with 35 points. They too are knocking at the door of some Europa League spots. Parma as well have 35 points in 9th place. Again, another team knocking on the door. And 10th, to round out the top 10, we have Bologna. Interesting. With 34 points, they are cruising at the moment. In 11th, Cagliari are falling off hard. The team from Sardinia need to find their magic yet again. They have 32 points, ladies and gentlemen. In 12th, we have Sassuolo, 29 points. In 13th, La Viola, Fiorentina have 29. In 14th, we have Torino with 27 points. In 15th, we have Udinese with 27 points. In 16th, we have Lecce with 25. In 17th, we have Sampdoria with 23. And to round out the relegation, we have Genoa with 22. Brescia with 16. And Spal, ladies and gentlemen, are in dead last with 15 points. But like I said, this coronavirus situation is serious in Italy, and to the point that Serie A is discussing about playing closed games. That could be a huge factor for some of these matches. You know, some of these teams have a serious home pitch advantage. Not being able to have their home crowd can really affect some of these teams, but we will keep you posted, like I said. All right, let's move on to La Liga. And to start the action off, we had Real Betis versus Mallorca on Friday afternoon, and that was an exciting game. This match saw goals in total, and it would end up in a 3-3 draw. On Saturday, the action would start with Celta Vigo facing off against Leganes. Celta Vigo, although getting a red card in the 21st minute, would find a way to get the victory, 1-0. Barcelona, ahead of a Champions League week, would take care of business against Eibar, winning 5-0, putting the thumping on Eibar. Real Sociedad, one of the more entertaining young squads we have in the world, took care of business against Valencia, winning that match 3-0. Things are not looking good for Valencia. Back-to-back losses in a week. Of course, we remember the loss to Atalanta in Champions League. That was not pretty at the San Siro. And now, losing to Real Sociedad 3-0. What's going on in Valencia? The other Valenciano team, however, actually took care of their business, beating Real Madrid 1-0. That was the upset of the semana, to say the least. Granada would take care of business against Osasuna, winning 3-0. Alves took care of business against Athletic Bilbao, winning 2-1. Holy crap! Another little, not as big, but a little upset there. Valladolid would beat Espanyol 2-1. Again, not a good week for Espanyol. Getafe was having themselves a fantastic campaign thus far, but lost pretty badly Sunday against Sevilla, losing 3-0. It just seems as if once that first goal went in, it was a chain reaction, and they would lose 3-0. But I have confidence that Getafe will bounce back from this. The last match of the week, the other Madrid squad, Atletico Madrid, took care of business against Villarreal. Paco Alcacer got a nice goal to start things off for Villarreal, but Atletico Madrid would bunker down and would take care of business against the Yellow Submarine. All right, and when we look at the standings at this moment, Barcelona is still in first place with 55 points. Right behind them is Real Madrid with 53 points. In third place, we have Atletico Madrid tied with Sevilla. Both have 43 points. In fifth place, Getafe did drop points, but they still remain in fifth place with 42 points. In sixth place is that fun young team that everyone loves. Real Sociedad are sitting there with 40 points. Villarreal and Valencia are tied for seventh place with 38 points. Granada in ninth with 36. Levante round out the top 10 with 32 points. Atletico Bilbao are 11th, tied with Osasuna with 31 points. Real Betis not having a campaign that they want to remember. They are in 13th place, tied with Alves with 30 points. Real Valladolid are in 15th place with 29 points. Eibar are in 16th, tied with Celta Vigo with 24 points. And to round out the relegation, we have Mallorca with 22, Leganes with 19, Espanyol 19. And a quick news and tidbit out of Madrid. Real Madrid will lose Eden Hazard for the remainder of the season as he suffered a serious ankle injury. As he suffered this ankle injury on Saturday against Levante, and he will be sidelined for the rest of the season. It's unfortunate for Eden Hazard in his first season with Real Madrid. He hasn't torched up La Liga, similarly how he did with Chelsea in the past couple seasons, but still a star player and still a player that Madrid, quite frankly, needs. So, guys are going to have to step up in place of Hazard. All right, let's move on to the Bundesliga. And to start it off, we had a Friday match as well as Bayern Munich would face off against Paderborn, a match in which Bayern Munich would take care of business. Although allowing 2 goals, Bayern Munich would find a way to get 3 goals, winning this match 3-2. Important victory for them because they got to keep ground, because this Bundesliga is no joke this season. All right, Mönchengladbach would face off against Hoffenheim, which would end up in a 1-1 draw. Mönchengladbach leaving points on the table yet again. Borussia Dortmund facing off against my Werder Bremen, and for Werder Bremen, this is a season we all want to forget in Green Nation. Really have playing uninspiring football, and against Dortmund, it's eliminated them in the DFB Pokal tournament, and in this match, Dortmund had this from the jump. We will lose this match 2-0. We'll talk about them in a second. SC Cologne would torch up Hertha Berlin. Now, if you guys listen to my Colombia Not Colombia Soccer podcast, Juan and I discussed Johan Cordoba and how he is torching up Bundesliga right now. He has been an absolute lethal goal scorer for FC Cologne, and he would not another goal in this match. He would not 2 goals in this match, making it 8 goals in 8 matches for Joan Cordova. He's having himself an absolute fantastic season for the Colombian player. Fortuna Dusseldorf will take care of business against Freiburg as they would win 2-0. RB Leipzig is on fire, ladies and gentlemen. I can't think of another club in the world that is on fire the way this RB Leipzig team is. They absolutely destroyed Schalke, winning 5-0 against a quality Schalke squad, and they are proving to you, match in and match out, they want this Bundesliga, and this is their Bundesliga for the taking. And you guys don't understand how much that pains me to say, because you guys know how much I hate a Red Bull squad. But Leipzig are the real deal, ladies and gentlemen. Bayer Leverkusen would win against Augsburg, winning 2-0. And for Leverkusen have now won the last 5 matches. That does include both the Europa League and the DFB Pokal tournament. They're looking really good right now. All right, in the last matchup we had Wolfsburg beating up on Mainz, winning 4-0. All right, looking at the standings right now, Bayern Munich are still in first place with 49 points, but like I mentioned, RB Leipzig are right behind them with just 1 point behind them, 48 points. This is probably going to be the most, besides Serie A, this might be the most entertaining championship stretch that we will have in Europe. Third place still have a chance. Borussia Dortmund have 45 points, but we will see if they can get that done. Mönchengladbach have continuously dropped points and now are tied in 4th with Bayer Leverkusen with 43 points. Schalke are in 6th place with 36 points. Wolfsburg and Hoffenheim are tied in 7th place with 34 points. Freiburg are in 9th place right now with 33 points. To round out the top, Eintracht Frankfurt are in 10th place with 28 points. In 11th, we have Augsburg, who have 27 points. In 12th place, we have a 3-way tie with Union Berlin, FC Cologne, and Hertha Berlin. They all have 26 points. In 15th place, Mainz have 22 points. And to round out the relegation zone, we have Fortuna Dusseldorf has 20 points. Werder Bremen, they are in there. They are very well in there. They have 17 points. And Paderborn are in dead last with 16 points. Werder Bremen, please, please, please do not get relegated. We'll call this a terrible year, but please, let's finish 15th. Come on, please. All right, guys, today in the Premier League, we have Liverpool versus West Ham. I'm hoping that West Ham can get something done here against Liverpool, at least a draw, but we would like a win. But I know it's probably not going to happen. But that is coming today. And as well, in Bundesliga, you have Eintracht Frankfurt facing off against Union Berlin. That should be an interesting match as well. What kind of Frankfurt team will we get on this day? Guys, that's all I got for you today on the Footy 5. I know it's a little longer. We have to discuss everything that happened over the weekend. But in the comments below, guys, if you guys want to talk about La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, Premier League, anything that happened over the weekend, let me know in the comments below. Guys, that is all I have for you today. Reminder as well, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notifications button to find out when my next episode will be. We are going to do daily videos as far as soccer goes. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with Philly sports here, but you don't want to miss any of this. And guys, I'm El Parcero Philly, and I will talk to you very, very soon. You have a great day.